There's women out there that's wondering why they're not getting approached anymore. Who's going to tell them why? Well, as you can see here, you see the title or the caption on this video. Who else feels like they don't get approached by men anymore? This is a growing sentiment by many women, and there are a few reasons why. If you look at her aesthetically, that's one of the reasons why this individual isn't getting approached, but that's another story, okay?
Damn. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna run the video, let it play all the way through, maybe pause once. Then we'll have a small conversation, then we'll break it down again, all right? So this is from TikTok, another content creator platform. I have to give my fair use clause. So before we start the video, fair use.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself.
Yes. Yes.
Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I...
Yep.
You see already, right? Her looks maybe, I think her next thing is gonna be, I believe, what can she do to approach guys or something like that. You hear the mess, right? Let's finish up.
Intimidating, like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not gonna get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
Okay, well, you feel like you can only approach men if you're intoxicated.
Bitch, ain't no way.
Okay.
Ain't no fucking way.
Well, first of all, and a lot of people have broken this down. I'm just one of many, okay? I saw this video on Coach Greg Adams' live stream, okay? Shout out to the Coach gang. And first of all, okay, well, let me go to the end part of her video, all right? How does she know, how does she go and approach somebody because she's afraid that she might get rejected? See, and again, this point has been driven home several times. I'm just one of the latest, all right? First of all, men most of the time are trained or we're taught to do all the approaching, right? We're taught to do all of the leg work, all the heavy lifting to get into a relationship or even to let a woman know that we're attracted to her. So we have to dress nice, get nice haircuts to get your beard trimmed up, get nice clothes, as you can see, stuff like that, okay? We have to have game, or we have to have some type of charisma and things of that nature to be able to approach her and speak well and not make complete fools of ourselves and things like that. And then, of course, once we get her, we have to have the money in order to keep her because in this economy nowadays, all right, this is what's the word I like to use? We're all in open relationship. What the man said from Sunshine Shoulders. He said we're all in open relationship as long as she opens her legs, as long as you open your wallet, something like that. So we have to do all these things. All she has to do is, maybe do her hair, which again does cost a little bit on her end, but not as much as what we have to do as men. So with that all being said, women often don't do the approaching because they're always getting approached. So many women are not taught how to approach men because they're always taught they're the ones getting approached. So when they actually have to do it, it's like, oh man, well, what if he rejects me? Because especially nowadays, women get rejected and then they turn into, they go crazy because they're not used to getting rejected. Men, we're used to getting rejected, all right? We always had to play the numbers game. Look at, dating apps. Before dating apps, it was, we had to go out and just talk to women. And if we got rejected, we had to take it on the chin and keep going, right? Women are not used to that. Also, to her other point, am I intimidating? Am I not attractive? Things of that nature. I don't know how she looks in public, but most women out there nowadays have this resting bitch face all the time, to where we pretty much have to knock down, I would say,
A few moments later.
we have to knock down the walls in order to figure out if they actually like us or not, all right? Which also takes work, and then if we get rejected, then we have to go back to square one. Women never had to do that, to where, okay, well, I'm going to talk to this guy, he rejects me, okay, I'll go to the next guy. Because we're always the ones doing the approaching. Now let's go back in here and break this down one more time.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
I went on TikTok and I went on and put that title in the search bar. There's so many videos of women talking about how they're not getting approached anymore, or how women in general aren't getting approached anymore. By the way, other things going on like no Me Too, believe all women, and things like that. You're creepy and all that kind of stuff. So that's another reason why men don't approach. Because not only are we saying, okay, if we approach and they reject us, or if they approach us, well, back up. If we approach them and they have an even bigger attitude than they used to, they're not like a big asshole. Also, on top of that, I don't know if I try to come at her, is she going to say I'm creepy? Is she going to say I'm stalking her for just trying to have a conversation? Other things like that. I don't want to get a case against me. So what I do is I just go on a dating app, or like the coach gang said, I just go to the JUCO. I don't have to do any approaching. You know what I want. I know what you want. Let's talk about time. Okay, I want to pay for your time. You feel me? Or I'll go to another country, passport bros. I will find a woman there which is more friendly to me approaching them. And yes, they want similar things to what Western women want, but at least they won't have to cut through a lot of the hassle.
No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers?
Her asking that question means it's been a very long time. For her to say that, you know what? Back up. Here's the other thing. There's probably men not approaching her that she likes. She might be leaving that out as well. She probably is getting approached by guys that she doesn't want, but she's not getting approached by guys that she wants. You know what I'm saying? The guys that she doesn't want, she probably gets approached by all the time. But the guy that she actually likes, that she actually are attracted to, they're not approaching her because they can probably get something better anyway. I mean, no shade at her, but they can probably get something better.
And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. It definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am?
That could possibly be true. I don't know how old she is. For a sister, she does, she's not, I won't say she's not ugly, but again, if we're talking aesthetics, what men like nowadays, to each his own, but generally speaking, I think she's average.
Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you?
There you go. I approach. She makes the decision to come back at me and give me some choosing signals or reject me. And see, women aren't used to having to do that. They aren't used to having to interact with a man on the other side of that. The possible rejection. Well, now that I got her, interest, now I need to figure out how do I keep talking to her? How do I keep her on the hook? You know what I'm saying? So how do I go about this without getting rejected because I'm afraid to get rejected? And for women, if they get rejected, they lose self-esteem and things like that. When men get rejected, we just have to go back to the drawing board. That's where we're taught. Women are taught, well, if you get rejected, something must be wrong with you because how could you get rejected? How
do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Well. I mean, she might want to take some classes from, I don't know, Shira 7 or somebody, I don't know. But this woman is going to have to learn, is probably going to have to learn to start approaching men. Because the pool is already small, and especially for, a sister, right? A melanin woman. They all talk about, prison, rainbow community, other things like that. So they're already taken. So her pool's already small if she's looking for an African-American man. Now, if she goes outside her race, then she can probably expand her options. But 9 times out of 10, she's probably looking for an African-American man. Like I said, half of them have gone overseas, or some of them have gone overseas. The other part are taken. Of course, rainbow community, married. Whatever else you want to put to it. There's many categories in the African-American male community at this point. But she's got to learn to start reaching out. She got to learn to start approaching men, because if not, she's going to be making a lot more videos like this, all right? So y'all see it. The title of the video, of course, we go back to was, who else feels like they don't get approached by men anymore? A lot of y'all, and it's going to get worse, all right? So with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about this sentiment of women not being approached by men anymore. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. And please, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And ladies, guess what? Reality checks are free. See you next time.
Perfect.